Assalamualaikum and hi everyone. Today I'll be explaining about our Sulam project. Our Sulam project focuses on studying the effect of soil biocompost on the growth of red spinach. Red spinach is a fast-growing leafy vegetable that is widely consumed and rich in nutrients. However, the excessive use of chemical fertilizer can reduce soil quality and harm the environment. Therefore, this project aims, first, to produce biocompost using fresh residue, food waste and manure. Second, to study the composting process using different ratio of organic waste material. Third, to evaluate the effect of biocompost on the growth of spinach. Based on the previous study, biocompost has been proven to improve soil structure and increase nutrient availability, which support better growth of leafy vegetables such as red spinach. This finding guide the design and implementation of our project.
For this project, I will explain the project planning for producing composted soil and planting red spinach. First, we plan the composting process. We prepare compost using dry leaves, food waste, banana peels, and add trichoderma as beneficial bacteria. We also use yogurt to help increase microbial activity and during the composting process. While waiting for the compost to fully decompose, we plan to germinate the seeds. The red spinach seeds were sown for about 4 weeks using wet tissue and seedling soil. After the seedlings were ready, we plan the transplanting stage. The young plants or anak pokok were carefully transferred into the composted soil. Next, we plan the plant maintenance, which includes regular watering and observing plant growth such as leaf colors, hair, and overall health. Through proper project planning, this project can be carried out in a systematic way and help us understand the importance of composting and plant growth.
Hi, today on 22 October, we are preparing unmeasured compost. We have 6 poly bags. Now, the first one is the ratio 1:1, which is 1 soil and 1 waste. So it is stable and balanced.
Assalamualaikum, this is our second poly bag, which the proportion for the biocompost is 1 yogurt, 1 food waste and another is 1 ratio of soil. I think this is the most effective biocompost due to the microbes that have in the yogurt.
Hi, Assalamualaikum. So I will present to you about the third bag of polymer bag. So here we are inserting 2 waste and 1 soil. With 2 waste and 1 soil, we can get this kind of texture, like grainy and moisty. So which means that in this poly bag there are many waste rather than soil.
Okay, hello. This is the fourth poly bag that we made. In this poly bag, we put 2 waste and 1 soil. So the ratio is 2:1. So it will look like this. And for this poly bag, I think it's also less effective than the second poly bag because we don't put any bacteria in this bag. So it's not as effective as the second poly bag.
This is positive soil, while this is negative soil. This positive soil also known as control. These have reduced fertilized soil, while this we use no nutrient and no bacteria in it. So this is called as a negative, while this is positive.
1 to week 3, seedling preparation and biocompost fermentation were carried out. No growth data were recorded as the seedling were in the early development stage, while biocompost was allowed to be matured to improve nutrient availability before transplanting in week 4. During week 4, both positive and negative control plants survived after transplanting. The positive control recorded a plant height of 4.0 cm with 3 leaves, showing good initial adaptation to the growing medium, while the negative control shows slightly slower of 3.2 cm with 2 leaves, indicating slower early development. During week 5, the positive control showed rapid increased growth, reaching 5.5 cm in height with 4 leaves. This indicates effective nutrient uptake and active vegetative growth. Meanwhile, the negative control grew to 4.4 cm with 3 leaves, showing improvement but at a slower rate than the positive control. By week 6, the positive control continued to show healthy growth, reaching 8.7 cm in height and developing 6 leaves. The leaves appeared healthy and well developed, reflecting optimal growing condition. In contrast, the negative control reached only 5.0 cm with 4 leaves, showing limited leaf development despite continued growth. And for the week 7, the positive control achieved a height of 11.0 cm with 8 leaves, showing stable growth and readiness for harvest. The negative control showed minimal growth, reaching 6.0 cm with 5 leaves, indicating reduced growth performance before harvest. And the last week, which is the week 8, both the positive and negative control plants were harvested. Overall, positive control demonstrates consistently better growth in terms of plant height and number of leaves across all weeks compared to the negative control.
All in all, we can say that our treatment can be considered as failure due to the low pH, which is acidic, that inhibits the growth of plants. We can say that the condition of the soil is too wet, and we can see the moisture they contain in the soil. This can be improvised by the adding of cockpit, but we can see that there are no any improvement in our growth of plants after adding the cockpit itself. As theory, in positive, we can see that manufactured biocompost have proven that our plants, which is red spinach, can grow effectively and healthy. Meanwhile, in negative, where there are no any nutrients or biocompost, it still can grow, but it's still less healthier than in positive. So, we could say that our treatment of 4 polybags is totally lesser than the negative itself, where we can say that our plant did not grow at all in all 4 treatments of polybag. We can limit these problems by first, we can overcome it with lessen the amount of lemons, where we can reduce the acidity of the soil condition. Number 2, we can cut our materials into a small pieces where it can absorb more nutrient and provide the nutrient to the plant.
Based on our Google Form survey, most people already know what biocompost is. However, many feel that public awareness is still very low, and only about 30% have actually tried making biocompost, while the majority have only watched or never tried at all. Everyone agrees that education about biocompost should start from a young age, and many said they will join a biocompost class if given the chance. That is why we conducted a Google Meet interview sharing session to share our experience using biocompost in growing red spinach and to help spread awareness about sustainable practice.